Hey everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I wanted to make this video for anybody who maybe is looking for motivation. At one time, that's exactly what I was doing. So I'm not going to say that I am at a perfect place right now. I never will be. This is always going to be ongoing, but these are just a few comparison photos. I wanted to show some, if you want to call them before photos. My hair was short right there because I have a hard time with my hair, or I used to. I let it do its own thing now, but there was me kind of right before I started on this journey. I don't like to call it a fitness journey, but I keep calling it that. This, I do a freeze frame in a second, which makes me laugh. But I was very miserable. I just want to talk about how miserable I was, and it was so hard for me to get out of my car to go work out. And I would go to this park and I would watch these girls online post videos with music, and it was so cute, and they were probably professionals or making money. I didn't know that. But I was like, well, I want to make it cute and I want to do this, blah, blah, like for whatever reason though, that did help me. And just even looking back later, like, okay, I did these workouts. I did a week of workouts, and look, they're right here. I can see them. I can continue forward. I can keep going. But when I tell you that I was miserable, this was physically hard. This was hard. And I was at a point in my life where in my late 20s, I didn't like the direction my life was going, and I didn't know what to do about it. And I had to do a lot of mindset work, and I had to realize I didn't even know what it was going to look like. And I've said this before. I felt like my life was a train. I didn't like the direction it was going, and I had to stop it and turn it around. And I felt like if I have to build new tracks, I will. I don't know how to do it. I don't even know if I can do it. By the way, this was after I had gotten into trucking. I'd lost like 20 or 30 pounds at this time. And this move was very fun for me to do. It does not look like I'm having fun, but no, that was very fun. But yeah, just even, I know I'm still talking about before, but it was very hard. But here I am. This was in training when I was on my trainer truck and trucking. In my trainer truck and trucking. Obviously, this is very informal, but I would just see, a lot of times I would just see workouts online and do it. That's something I saw online. I was like, wow, that looks so much fun. So I did it, and I was like, I don't know. I never do that anymore. But back in the day, I was soaking up videos like this. So I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm in some amazing place now, or look at what I do. But why wouldn't I turn around and try to help somebody? If even just seeing this would help spark something, why not? It's not gonna hurt. But yeah, these videos are so dark and dingy. That's when I lived in, where was I? Montgomery and Birmingham. I was on the Coca-Cola account, and then the videos before I was on the Dollar General account, but this is from the Coca-Cola account. I think at this time I had started to write my workouts down, and I was getting a little bit more disciplined, and do what you can do when you can do it. I had moved past that, and I was like, on a regular basis, I had myself on a schedule. I was going to do progressive overload. I wasn't counting calories at this time. But at this time I did go through a breakup, and I didn't fall off the wagon, as people say. I really leaned into my workouts and kept taking care of myself instead of let that sort of ruin my life. Which sounds ridiculous, but we are funny people. People are funny. We're funny, the things that we do. I feel like it's crazy the worth that I would put on myself, was like a direct, what am I trying to say? My relationships were just, that's how I base my self-worth, basically. Anyway, this is one of my insecurities. I like to show my insecurities sometimes. I don't know why. I guess I see other people do it, but as I've lost weight, I'm telling you, my insecurities don't go away. I just have new insecurities. I'm happy about losing weight, but then I even saw my reflection in a truck stop window one time, and I was like, where'd my body go? And it just made me sad. I'm like, my body is different. This is in the Pacific Northwest, by the way, Olympia National Forest. in Washington, it's so beautiful. Those are my Power Block dumbbells. Game changer. I love them. I'm so thankful for them. I still use them. I still have them and use them. It's been over a year, maybe almost a year and a half. It's a good way to do progressive overload. They are compact. I'm a truck driver, so they go right behind my seat. Loose skin. I've had to many times ask myself, do I still want to keep going even though I'm going to have loose skin? The answer is yes, but it's just a new insecurity to deal with. There's my puppy. I'm very fortunate that I found trucking when I did, because it's a private space I can work out in, and I have my fridge. I control what food comes in here. So if I don't want to risk, you know, eating a whole bag of chips, well, I don't really eat chips. What am I trying to say? A whole box of cookies? I don't bring a box of cookies on here. So I am very fortunate. This job works out well for me. Those were so fun to do. I don't do that anymore, but that was so much fun. It's crazy watching your body change. This is about the time I started to see definition in my abs. I'm almost there in these pictures. And you go from like being so insecure to like, you're still insecure, but you're like funny about it. You're like, you know, this is just my body at this point. Oh my gosh, this was so fun. I always had the worst upper body strength. In the military, my butt was always in the air. They're like, get your butt out of the air. That was always me. Shaking and couldn't even do a 90 degrees. I don't know if I'm going 90 degrees. Yeah. But man, so doing these push-ups this was just so fun to me. Because the way you look is one thing, but your ability, the way you feel, okay, the way you feel is amazing. But just then being able to do this stuff that you never used to be able to do, you're like, what? It's just, and once you get started, you just can't stop. Oh, and morning belly. Oh, there's my abs. It's crazy. It's literally crazy, because this type of stuff used to just be like, I mean, almost like a Walter Mitty type of situation, like what I really want to be doing and what I really think I should be doing or want to do. But I never knew how to bridge like where I want to be and then where I am. What do I need to do to bridge that gap? This picture made me cry when I was editing. Today when I was editing, that picture of me sitting down made me cry. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. That's just wild. It's wild. It's just wild. So anyway, you know, I'm not trying to say I'm in some, you know, perfect place in my life. I'm getting a 6-pack, and, you know, I want long-term maintenance and long-term health. But I don't think it hurts to turn around and help people who are in a situation that maybe I was in a few years ago, and I don't know how to end this. I'm not the perfect person to help you, by the way. This was super informal, and yeah, it's fun. I got places to go though, and I don't like to dwell on the past, but once upon a time I was soaking up stuff like this, so that's all. I just wanted to put this together and, you know, post it, and I wish you well, whoever you are, and I believe in you. That's really stupid. I'm sorry that I said that. Okay, I want a better ending than that. I wish you well, whoever you are. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video.
These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun.